I think that the practice of public art has become a lot more sophisticated, and it's accepted and understood that you're dealing with a different audience fundamentally than the audience that goes into a gallery. Sure. And the audiences, you're dealing with multiple audiences, and you're dealing with audiences that don't necessarily want or are not necessarily asking for an art experience. So sometimes that means maybe you do a work that sneaks up on them or something. That it's just about engaging somebody when they weren't expected.
In my definition, public art is art that is out there for everybody. As we say, 24/7. It's available to everyone all the time. It's not something that's in an institution that you have to access with admission.
Art isn't just about something that you have to be educated about to understand. And I think that's what makes public art so important. You don't have to necessarily go into a museum or a space where you have to pay to view art. And it broadens someone's world without having to actually think they're going to view a piece of art.
What temporary work can really do is, particularly because it's a short time frame, so you want to try to create buzz and get people there, sort of concentrate in a concentrated amount of time. I think it really helps to activate space. And again, we called it art interruptions because it's sort of supposed to interrupt your sort of daily routine and just become like moments of interest, moments of delight. You don't expect something to be there.
Landscape architecture is a big player in terms of how many works of public art are created and cited, and oftentimes the artist has a collaboration with a landscape architect to realize their vision. I think you can't just look at an object in and of itself, you have to look at the entire site.
I think that when we're given the opportunity to advocate, to involve artists, self-identified artists with a capital A, on our projects, that involvement should happen right from the very beginning of the project conceptualization.
The cities need something other than just the basic infrastructure. I think that it's a part of our cities needing culture.
First of all, it brings an individual voice into the city, which typically the form of the city is determined largely by planning and by codes and by building practices. But to make this small space for someone to say something uniquely individual that comes from an individual, I think is really important.